This is an Amiga 500 that I found online, posted for 20 bucks. There were a lot of people interested. I offered the guy 50 bucks because I felt that it would be worth 50 bucks. And he put me at the top of the stack. He was like, get here now and it's yours. So I took off for an extended lunch break from work and went and bought this thing. It's all beat up on the sides, beat up on that side. You can hear pieces of plastic and stuff bouncing around in there. It's got a square head screw here and here. It's like a tapered head, so they're completely wrong. This one's missing. See some more screws here. So anyways, when I first got it, I popped this open and it did have the memory expansion, but I went ahead and pulled it out because these have a rechargeable battery in them. And if I power it up with that in there, that battery will start leaking profusely. And near as I can tell, it hasn't leaked at all yet. So anyways, this was a condition unknown. Oh, there's more of these crappy screws back here. I don't think they're even supposed to go there. But my ideal goal would be to get this into a checkmate case, which would be really awesome. But anyways, this is made in Hong Kong, serial number 189547. Did not come with a power supply or a mouse or anything. So got a hold of a guy online that sells Commodore and Amiga power supplies, really nice modern ones. So I bought this off of him. It was a pretty fair price, and there's a little toggle switch and the green light comes on. So I've got this now. I have powered this up once before, so I do know that it actually works, or it did the first time through. These are the best cables I have. Obviously they're meant for RGB. This thing only has a mono output on the back. So this one right here says mono. So we'll hook it up. We'll hook it up to red. It's a red jack on the back of the computer. So anyways, the other cables are not used at this time. Technically I could hook them up to audio, but I'm not going to worry about that. So the other end of the cable, I will hook into this old TV. There we go. So let's give this thing some power. Where's the power point? There it is. Now let's see if it still works. It took it a long time to display anything on the screen last time. So anyways, I guess we can start tearing into it. I'm going to get a square nut driver to get that case off since they use square nuts on it. Alright, we got the annoying dishwasher making noise in the background, but we can get this thing open now. This thing, when it did boot up, it said it had Workbench 1.3 on there, so it's not an early 500. Or it has been upgraded, but I don't think it's an early one either way. Somebody just took whatever kind of wood screws they could find and put this together with them. I believe I want to flip it right side up. It's trashed. The floppy drive is hooked up. So let's get the keyboard out of here. Keyboard has a 6570 by CBM on it, 1985. It's a Mitsumi keyboard though. Alright, and then these are Torx. Boy, this thing's just going to give me all kinds of curveballs to get it open. Here's another screw that fell inside. Can't be good for things. Here, if I can undo this screw here. case everywhere. Oh, there's one more. There we go. And there. Cool. It's a Chinon floppy drive, FB354. Whatever that's worth. Alright, so it's a T10. Tabs over here. Little bit of spots of rust on this. It's kind of dusty. And here we go. 68,000 gigantic processor chip. Fair amount of dust on the circuit board. Power connector. Technically, pull the board out of the casing, I think, or is it going to be? No, it's not attached to the back. Oh, here's a clip. Oh, that was a clip in the plastic. There we go. Now the board's out. Let's get the shield off. Oh, we do have to do all of these for the shield off, though. And another screw. Loosen case. And another screw loosen case. I shouldn't have powered it up while things were rattling inside. I thought it was all just plastic. Anyway, let me get some pliers and I'll get all these off. And I might use my right size socket for that. Another chunk of plastic. Okay. Alright, it's completely out of the case now. Just gonna push down on some of the chips. Crunchy noise. Hopefully, it was just a glitch and it will work again. Let's see. Video inputs. This is video. Okay, let's get some power. Ready? You should see something on that TV. It's going to work this. And that's different than last time. Hey, there it is. Okay. Black and white. The system is alive. Next step, I want to see if I can get the start output to work. So I'm going to try that at the same time. Plug in here. Just barely fits it all. This is I think it starts. Now, I have to power this thing up, and I'm going to do a HDMI to DVI adapter cable. Because it didn't work on my TV. Granted, the Amiga may have been broken at the time. So I was thinking I would try a monitor, which is going to support more resolutions. Digital inputs. Effect, analog input, digital input. Okay, yeah, we want the digital input. Okay, so start's plugged in. I just had to power this thing up. Alright. Easy to source 5-volt power. It's it up. Monitor doesn't see anything. No, that didn't work either. Okay, we're going to try turning off the Amiga. Plug these. Okay. Now turn the Amiga back on. There we go. That's the converter start. Oh, it was there for a moment. In color. It's having trouble flopping on. Oh, come on. Well, it's a crappy converter. Can't quite determine if it's NTSC or PAL. It's not happy now. Could try piping it into the television, but it's the converter that's switching modes. So. See if the switch can be mode monitor does that. There it is. Okay, cool. Yay! We got it to stabilize. Sweet. So, now we got a working Amiga. Yeah, it's still freaking out. Anyways, it can be done. I'll run it in black and white for a while. Let's do a quick overview of the board. It says A500 revision 6A. Artwork number 312513 revision 6A. Assembly 312510. Commodore 1988. Yeah, so I'm not sure which one of these is the ROM with the. Oh, it says ROM right there. Okay, so that's the boot ROM. It's got Workbench on it. Interesting. As you can see, there is still a fair amount of dust on this board that I need to clean off. Okay, so here's my little adapter. I just realized I shot this whole section without being on screen. So the little adapter, it's encased in a clear heat shrink. Came with these wires. This is a USB to TTL, it says. It's a serial port adapter so that I can reprogram this drive. And I think I need a smaller Phillips head to get in there. That looks like number 1. So take this thing apart. We'll reflash it using the nice instructions online. I'm not going to go over that because there's plenty of more knowledgeable people that have how-tos posted on YouTube. And then we'll try and put some Amiga images on the USB stick. See if I can get into Workbench. I am missing the the 9-pin to USB mouse adapter, so I won't be able to do that until I find it anyways. I bought it, so it's around here somewhere. And then we'll take this thing apart at some point and remove its battery so that I can power it up without it exploding on me. Alright guys, I spent most of the day trying to figure out how to program this. It turns out I got a knockoff Gotek that is a completely different circuit board. It didn't have the UART programming that I thought it would have, so it ended up needing an ST-Link. Luckily I have two STM Discovery boards from back when they were like giving the things away or selling them for crazy cheap. I think the first one I got for free and the second one I got really cheap. But anyways, so I was able to reprogram it. It's got the flash floppy firmware on there. I put a couple of Amiga images on this USB stick that's formatted FAT32. Hopefully it will work. Hopefully my video adapter is going to play nice, or nice enough for us to see if it works. Alright boys and girls, I'm going to get out from behind the camera. There we go. Alright, so I put some flash floppy config files on here. I found out I had the cable backwards. I think it's double backwards now, but at least it's working. I had to move the jumper from position 1 to position 0. Even though the FF config file for the flash floppy should have told it to override that, it wasn't doing it. But once I did all that, have a look-see. Get some activity lights, and then boom, that's what it looks like while it's loading. So you can see it's changing track numbers. We're getting some status on the screen. Copyright, I don't know, I can't read any of that because this is a color monitor, or color television. If this were a black and white television, it would be a lot clearer. In fact, I think I may have an option to do something like that. I've got a professional monitor out in the garage. It's very small, but I think I can set it to mono. Anyways, this thing takes a while to boot up, just like it would off of a floppy. It's just a lot more quiet. And then we're going to get into the operating system. I am really thrilled. I haven't tried the keyboard plugged back in yet, but I imagine the keyboard's going to work fine. Yeah, cat, you're making a lot of noise. Every time I turn on the camera, the cat's in here to say hi. Anyways, so I don't have the mouse adapter yet. I got to figure out where I stuck that thing. So that'll be my task tomorrow. I'll put this whole thing back together in the case. Obviously I won't be using the craptastic screws it came with. So, I don't know, let's see these. Yeah, square head, tapered wood screws. Just totally the wrong thing to have put this thing together with. But this case is so dumb. It's probably the only thing I could get that would bite into the case anymore. The plastic has just utterly failed over the years. So anyways, let's see if I can swap images. Go to disk 1. Let's see what happens. Nothing. 2. Hi, cat. Want some love. Hi. Oh, I love you too. Anyways, it's not seeing a disk swap. Let's try rebooting it with a different disk in. We'll go back to 1. Put a couple of things on here like SimCity, Lemmings, maybe King's Quest. Anyways, we'll power it off. No, not on the circuit board, you static freaking nightmare. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Put him to bed. It's bedtime. Okay, let's see what we get now. Will it boot off this disk image? Oh, seems to be. There we go. That's upside down and backwards. Cracked by blizzard in 1988. Alright guys, that's about it for this episode. Subscribe, come back, maybe next week, maybe sooner, probably next week. I'll have next stage of this process posted. Might take us all the way up to where I am right now. But yeah, I wanted to split this up because I didn't want it to be too long. Thanks for watching. Sorry about the audio quality. One of these days I'll get a proper lapel mic.